Manchester City stay perfect in the Premier League. But Jules, Pep is angry at Rodri's red card 45 seconds into the second half.
Yeah.
I'd imagine you would be too.
Yeah.
And how big a blow is his suspension? He'll miss the Arsenal game.
It's massive. I mean, if you remember Casemiro last season against Palace was a similar kind of thing where maybe the photo looks worse than the whole video.
This is a lot more stupid.
This is a lot more stupid because they are completely in control. There's no need to do that from Rodri. I don't know why he's so angry. I think it's very disappointing from somebody who's one of the best in the world to do that, to let your team down like that. I think Casemiro got 4-game ban, I think.
Yeah.
If Rodri gets a 4-match ban, so missing, like you're right, the Arsenal game and 3 more, even if City are flying, it's Calvin Phillips who replaces him. Kovacic is still injured. I mean, this is a completely different story now.
I want some Rico Lewis in there. By the way, speaking of stupid things, this is kind of glossed over because nobody, I think it just got booked. But the Ederson business with the Aboni, the striker.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm like, what are you doing?
Again.
You've seen your teammate get sent off, and now you go and do this?
I know.
Completely
I don't know why
unnecessary.
It was so tense. Why would you be so tense?
It's so stupid. It's just so uncharacteristic, and Pep is right to be
know.
angry. Liverpool beating West Ham 3-1. They're second in the table. Jules, you want to talk about good Darwin Núñez or bad Darwin Núñez?
Always good Darwin Núñez. But, I mean, I'm not going to say anything
that miss.
different. The miss is harder to miss than the goal that is. I mean, I just don't understand how he can score the most difficult chance and then miss the easiest one, like he did many times before, and like he keeps doing. So I want to really see him succeed. I'm a big fan, and I think eventually he should get there. But maybe his brain just like, I don't know, something happens where he knows it's difficult. It's like the 2 finishes against Newcastle. And then even in Europe at the week in midweek, he missed like a sitter, and I'm like, what?
Let me make this simple for you. I am a big fan because he gives you energy and he gives you work rate. I just don't think he's anywhere near what they paid for him. And the goal's a good one. Yeah, but the ball could have gone anywhere. I think he's useful to the team because you have enough quality players around him. It helps to have a big man who runs around, puts himself about. But I think that's where he is right now. And if you get goals from him on top of that, it's gravy. But for me, if you were to do a hierarchy of Liverpool forwards, it's not just Salah who's ahead of him. It's Luis Diaz who's way ahead of him.
Yeah, but he's the
and it's
third
Diogo
man.
Jota who's ahead of him.
Well,
I know.
not for club.
Bruno Fernandes' goal gives Manchester United a 1-0 win over Burnley, and my boy Luca Koleosho, the pride of Norwalk, Connecticut. Woo! Jules, I never thought I'd say that Johnny Evans set it up, but he did. It's true.
And what a great ball it was, Gab, with his left foot as well, perfectly.
Better finish, but
yeah, but still.
Nobody on him, but yeah.
But inch perfect for Bruno, who scores that great volley. It was not amazing from a United point of view. They were really under pressure in the first half before that goal. But I think the most important right now, considering where they were, is just to win, regardless of how you win.
It is. And, part of me said, look, I thought in the first half Burnley could have scored several goals.
Yeah.
Burnley totally had the upper hand. They hit the post. Amdouni missed the other easy chance. Equally, I go through this team, and with all due respect, it's Reguilon, who everybody thinks is terrible. Yeah. It's freaking Johnny Evans, who's 35 and probably shouldn't be there. It's Hannibal Mantry, who I think a lot of people would have thought had retired at a young age.
McTominay.
Scott freaking McTominay. Are you kidding me? Like, a lot of mitigating circumstances for Ten Hag.
Yeah, for sure. It's another defeat for Chelsea, Gab, who have Malo Gusto sent off in the second half and lose 1-0 to Aston Villa at the Bridge. Pochettino says they need to grow up.
Yeah, as usual thing. Young team, injuries, let's grow. I'll tell you what needs to grow. Nico Jackson. We love the way he plays. I was shocked by this. I thought he got a bunch of yellow cards. He's now suspended. He's managed to get 5...
More yellows than goals, by far.
Well, 5 yellow cards in 6 games. Not one of those yellow cards is actually for a foul. They're all for dissent. It's for something stupid. Anyway, the 9 points from Champions League, 3 points from relegation. Not acceptable. Speaking of Newcastle, they destroy Sheffield United 8-0 on the road, and they do so with 8 different goal scorers. Jules, this Saudi derby was rather one-sided.
It was, although at 0-0, there was a couple of good opportunities for Sheffield United, and then they collapsed completely after the first goal. That was really a goal you should not consider at this level.
With the long staff.
Yeah, Gordon on the side and then Longstaff, and everybody's just ball watching, like it's crazy. Still impressive from Newcastle from set pieces point of view, for example, where they were lethal last season, not so much so far this season, but then won again on Sunday. Back in 1999, I think they already beat Sheffield United, or Sheffield Wednesday was, 8-0. But this time, Alan Shearer scored 5. To have 8 different goal scorers, Isak coming off the bench scoring, the starters scoring, Almiron coming off the bench scoring, all of that, I think is really, really good. And after 4 days or whatever it was after the Milan game where they rode their luck massively and they play under par and they should have been beaten, to come back like this is good. A nice City in the League Cup in midweek. Let's see what they do.